Hey, hey, it's my friend Cate Heaman. Welcome, Cate. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for taking time out today. I appreciate it. Why don't you tell everybody what you do? I know how great you are, but please tell everybody what you do.
First, I am so honored that you asked me and so delighted to be here. So thank you very much, Francesca. We've known each other so long
I know.
because you have been in my life as a stylist for so long. So my name is Cate Heaman, and I own a company called Prelude Solutions. It is a women-owned telecommunications firm that goes into organizations and analyzes everything a company has from a telecommunications perspective in order to find savings. And then we also look for technological improvements, whether that has to do with increased savings and or increased technology.
Nice. What a great concept, Cate. I mean, you help companies save money. What can be better than that today?
Exactly, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So, well, let's get started because, how we met is through styling, through fashion. And I've always admired your approach as a leader, as a business owner. What are some tactics that you do to step into your power? How do you do that?
Well, first and foremost, it's all about preparation. So when I start my week, my day, it's all about looking forward and seeing what I have and what's going to happen in that week, what's going to happen in that day. And it also includes stepping into your clothes to feel powered. And that is
Yes.
what I do every morning. So I look at what my calendar looks like, and then I say, okay, what am I going to wear today, and how is that going to empower me in every hour of my day? And that's so
Yes.
important to me, and I didn't realize how important that was to me until I would say, I would go back almost 10 to 13 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, I started my business 16 years ago. I guess maybe it was 16 years ago, 2005. And I always felt so much better when I was dressed appropriately. And
Nice.
and then, then that became a feeling that I
Mm.
wanted to really develop for every single meeting. And I said, how can I make this? How can I bottle this up? Well, it's a number of things.
I love it. It's stepping into that feeling. I love the way you say that. And so you and I talked for a few seconds before this recording, and you were telling me about how you dress for certain meetings.
Right.
Let's explain that a little. Let's unpack that for the audience because your tips are so important. So it's about that feeling, stepping into that power. What are things that you do
Well,
specifically?
yeah, yeah. Let me give an example of when you didn't do it right. Okay.
Perfect.
So I learned, I like to learn things the hard way, and then I never do it again. I make a mistake once and then I don't repeat it. So, have you ever gone to that meeting, where everyone's in a suit and you're in a button-down shirt and a skirt, and you're like, wait a second, I am not dressed appropriately. So I've been there. So I learned from that, and I said, you know what? I need to dress for the audience. And
Perfect.
I even have a little cheat sheet that of course, I've been in the business world 16 years. So I've been in every type of audience you can imagine. So if
Mhm.
I know that I'm going to a healthcare organization, I am going to be wearing a blue suit, a black suit, a plain type of suit, colored suit, button down shirt, closed toed, period. And then if I know that I'm going to a pharmaceutical type appointment, I may have a little bit more color, but again, it's in the suit formation. It could be mostly then I go to a dress type of suit, or a short sleeve suit dress,
Right. Dress, right.
that scenario. And then if I'm going to a place like the Union League, you know,
Which
you're
is a private club, by the way, for those that are on, the podcast don't know, it's just a private club, right? It's a networking
absolutely,
club, right?
absolutely, it's a private networking club. I am wearing closed-toed shoes and I am not wearing a sleeveless dress.
Wow.
You have to have some sleeves. So you really have to dress for your audience. And then of course, if you're going to a nice networking lunch outside, then you wear your sleeveless dress. But if you hear me, right, it's always a dress, a suit, a skirt and top. I can't say my business casual is not,
It's not
it is not,
jeans. I
it is
know
not,
that.
it's not jeans, right, right. That's on a weekend, right? And
Right.
yep, it's not jeans and it's not a top, right? It's a colored pant and a bright shirt or something of that nature.
Something coordinated. But I mean, you hit on such great points, looking at your calendar, paying attention to what your day has in store for you and dressing for that audience. I mean, these are things that I've hit on in one of my courses. And I love that you use that and we get to share that with people, because it's a matter of respect, right? You're paying respect to either the venue, like we said, this private club, or the corporation and the culture. And I call that the unwritten dress code, right? This is what you're paying attention to, which I
Right.
think is huge. And that's what has led Cate to have a successful organization, ladies and gentlemen. She has a very successful company. And these are the reasons why, as a business leader, you have to hold fast and true to these things, right? It's not just presenting your business model, it's presenting yourself as a confident leader.
And from firsthand experience, I also like to be unique in what I
Yes,
wear so that it makes me feel even more confident in my meeting. So first it has to lay properly. It has to be tailored if it needs to be.
it has
But
to be
also
tailored.
it has to be tailored, but it has to be unique that people are like, wow, that's sharp. And I know that it's sharp, so I assume that they think it's sharp. So I'm
Right.
already starting off on a good note right in the very beginning of a meeting. It really does. It boosts your confidence. I walk
Right.
with swagger in certain outfits that I wore, and you may recall this story. I called you from Boston once, and I said I wore this blouse, and this was the best blouse I've ever owned.
Yep. Yep. I remember that call. It was after dinner and I'm like,
Yep.
I hope Cate is okay. I hope,
Yeah,
right, she's not having a wardrobe malfunction. And
right.
it was the complete opposite. You were so excited about this blouse.
Oh,
You said, I believe it had magical powers,
yeah.
right?
And there
And it does. And it did. So, yeah, it was a perfect blouse for you, the perfect fit, the
Well,
perfect color, all the things.
you know what, Francesca, you bring up a point that just triggered something. Magical powers. I believe that this has magical. I believe that when you're dressed properly, it really gives you a power.
Yep.
You stepping into your clothes to feel empowered
That's
or
right.
powered or magically powered. I mean, that's exactly it.
That's exactly it. And I just love being able to talk about this and how it impacts people. So it actually segues into a question that I like to ask all of my guests. We kind of just answered it, but you can have a different question. But is there, but what is your favorite piece of clothing of all time? Of all time. So not just this blouse. So maybe there was something that ranked higher before me. And how does it make you feel?
Ooh, okay. There, you'll know it. You'll know you'll know this piece there because it's so unique, and it's a dress. It's
Mm,
multicolored dress. It comes down here. It's a W by Worth dress,
yeah.
and it just fits perfectly, and it has the most unique colors. We're talking, fuchsia and a dark blue and it goes, and it's not necessarily striped, but it flows across because you don't want stripes.
Right,
And
right,
every time I wear that dress, it's the go-to, because it's not short sleeves, it's not long sleeves, it's quarter length sleeves.
right.
I get the best compliments on it, and it's just so unique.
It's unique and it has something to the amazing power. So that's the power of when we wear the right color for our skin tone and hair,
Yep.
people notice it. So,
Yep.
I talk with people and I guide people like, how do you know what colors to wear?
Right.
Oh, you'll know. And you just gave the exact right answer without even knowing it. By the way, you're like, oh, when I wear this dress with this color and that color, I
Yeah,
look amazing. So thank you for saying that, because I just love to hear the stories of how
right.
clothes make you feel. That's
Well,
what this is about.
and then, there's that also that maroon suit pant that was so has the
Yes,
belt that is a little bit flowy. Oh,
yes.
no one has that. No one has
No one has that. And I'll
that.
never
I have
forget when you put
perfect
that on.
to match already.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you had the perfect shoes. That's right. It was a
Oh,
head to toe.
and 2 pairs of Jimmy Choos, blue patent leather are the best things for your closet.
Yes. Closed toe that
Those
you can wear to all of these private
Well,
clubs.
it has a little tiny little open toe.
Oh, the
That
peep
one can
toe.
go to the Union League.
That has
That
the
goes
peep
with that
toe.
dress that I wear to the Union League.
And you wear it. Well, this has been great. Like, just the excitement that I have talking with you about this. Just I
Well,
love your stories. Well, I love you, but we'll share that with everybody. Cate is just an amazing person inside and out. But how can people get a hold of you if they wanted to find out a little bit more about Prelude, or just maybe get some inspirational tips, because this has
right.
been inspirational for me as well.
Well, thank you very much. And I think that that I am the clothes empowered person that I am today because of the 7 years of working with you, Francesca.
Oh,
I
oh
mean,
my
you
gosh, I'm
have to know that.
blushing. You guys can't see this, but I'm
I
blushing.
I
Thank
know,
you,
I
Cate.
know. But no, the best way to get in touch with me, and of course, get in touch with me for anything, not just for business. If you want to talk to me and network, I love to network. I'm very well networked, as you are as well. So, please reach out to me. I'm at C Heaman, CHEAM as in Mary, AN as in Nancy, at preludesolutions.com.
Awesome. And you know what else? I will put that in the show notes so people can access you. But you guys should know that Cate is an amazing person. She's just as beautiful inside as she is outside. Just a very giving person, and you're in the right business because you're there to help people. So thank you so much for your time today, Cate. I was honored just that you accepted this invitation, and I love you to pieces. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much.
You too.
Okay.